Hi, this is Katherine with Kids First. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing the amazing and talented Lizzie Waterworth Santo. Lizzie is a BAFTA-nominated voice actor playing in over 1,000 cartoon episodes and shows that aired all across the globe. That is the coolest job ever! With 17 years of experience voicing movies, cartoons, games, and independent projects, she specializes in voicing authentic-sounding children. That's also awesome! It's so nice to meet you, Lizzie.
Nice to meet you, Catherine.
Thanks for taking the time out to do this.
You're welcome. This is fun.
So, what made you realize your talent for voice acting?
So I, at school, was a bit of a joker. I was like the class clown who did, impressions of teachers, played around with accents, and people started to tell me that you pick up accents quite quickly, don't you? And I could seem to just get impressions of teachers right. It was a bit weird. so that's where it all started. And then I watched the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. Have you ever seen the movie Mrs. Doubtfire?
I love that movie.
I love that movie. So I watched the opening scene of that movie where he's in a voice booth, Robin Williams, and I heard him doing the voices, and then I was like, oh my goodness, that's got to be like the best job in the world. So that's where it all started.
That's so awesome. And so you work on a lot of cartoons of many different things, and you play some boys before. You played mostly children though. And so I've noticed that there are many different opinions about the character Horrid Henry, which you have voice acted for 13 years, and that is a long time. And so what do you think about Henry's character, and how has he evolved over the years?
Oh, so Henry, actually I have a picture of Henry behind me. I'll try and do a little close-up of him there. So Henry's a really big show, Horrid Henry, here in the UK and across loads of countries actually. So I've been lucky enough to play him since 2006. He's called Horrid Henry, but he's more like just a mischievous little boy. So he lives with his mum and dad, and he's got a little brother called Perfect Peter. So Perfect Peter sounds cool, but actually he's a bit like, oh, I've done my homework. And whereas Henry's like, so what? I may not do all my homework, but I can do other fun stuff. So he's got this really he's quite cute. And then what's great about Henry is that at the end of each episode, he doesn't always win. So it's not always, he might, take some sweets from the cupboard or play tricks on his friends. But some episodes he gets into big trouble with the teachers. And then some episodes he gets away with it. So it's a really nice show. It's like a sitcom for kids, really. So yeah, loads of fun.
That sounds really fun. I've watched a couple of the episodes, and I've seen a couple of examples of where he has gotten into trouble, and also he's gotten away with it. So I watched and I like that show. It's a pretty good show. Yeah, it's a good show. And so I noticed that you are a mom, and you have 2 kids, I think, right?
Yeah, 2 kids,
yeah.
7 and 6.
And so you do a lot of cartoons and everything. So how do you juggle work time and family time?
It is hard. I think any mum who juggles anything, mums that don't work are amazing. Mums that work and juggle and do that are also amazing. Every mum is amazing. But it is hard when you have to go to work and you have to try and do homework with them. And at the moment it's a bit hard because we're all, at home mostly. So yeah, it can be challenging. You just have to do the best you can in that, amount of time each day. Yeah.
So that's really cool how you can actually find the time to juggle your mom life and your work life. And so you sound like a great mom.
I'm not sure my 7-year-old would agree, but.
So I heard that your dream job is voice acting and everything, and that you also like baking. I absolutely love baking as well. And so are there any other dream jobs that you think you would try to pursue?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm hopeless at baking. I have to say this. So I'm very flattered that somebody somewhere thinks I'm good at baking. I'm terrible at baking. But I love, so dream jobs. Well, I do feel like I have the dream job in that I get to voice characters and all that. But there's loads of things I want to do. I want to write a kids drama that you listen to and do all the voices on that. I think that would be really fun. So I'm picking out voices at the moment that I want to include, and then do it. You know, so I have a really high character up here, and then maybe you know, like a little boy down here, and then you know the mom, the lovely mummy who comes home from work, and you know, so I'm kind of thinking about stories at the moment to do that. So that's like a fun project that I want to do. Yeah.
That would be really fun. That would be absolutely super fun. And so you are an inspiration to everybody who is doing voice acting, and anyone, I think anyone everywhere who wants to do voice acting. And so what type of advice would you give, like, a child maybe that wants to pursue a career in voice acting?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say to really practice your voices, which sounds like a really, like, of course you would do that, you know, but actually watch cartoons and really listen to voices and think, oh, how would I have played that character, or what makes that voice stand out from another voice, and find out what you're good at, because it's not all just crazy voices in animation. It's getting really good at maybe just your normal voice might be really you have a lovely voice, the way you deliver your words, and you know, sort of, it's a really lovely tone to it. So I think just practice what you're good at, watch cartoons, and see what you know, what you think you could do. Yeah, I would say
that's really good advice, and that's actually what you did and how you got kind of into the voice acting thing, that the voice acting career, I guess. And so you've done so many adorable little things, and I've noticed that you've done some stop motions as well, and I love stop motions. They're adorable. I make them sometimes myself, and also yeah, I love making them with my cousins and friends and everything, and doing little voices or something. They're usually really insane characters, but you know, it's fun like that. And so yeah, you were in the adorable stop motion film Strike, and your character Mungo is torn between working for his family but also he wants to be a professional football player. So how can you relate to this character?
Oh, so Mungo is adorable. Mungo's like a mole. So he's like probably eight to 10, and he's a really nice kid, like a mole kid, that wants to, you know, he's got this dream, but then he wants to do the right thing for his family, and I think everybody can relate to that. You know, I think I have because I have a 7-year-old, and I see little glimpses of him in the character, and that helped me because I see that kid like element of, oh, you know, so he talks like that, so you know, oh mum, please let me go out and play, you know, it's that sort of innocent, but then I also really want to play football, and he's quite torn on that. So I think that helped me, having a 7-year-old, that I was able to see that boyish element of, you know, so that helped for this one, and also getting the voice, because the voice was quite innocent but not too innocent, so it's friendly, you know, friendly little boy, but also the cheeky side as well. So it's trying to incorporate all that. Yeah,
and that's great that you can actually have some people, I guess, to look up to for, you know, just to base off of your characters. And is there anybody else that you've based your voices off, like, for your characters, or I guess people's voices you've based off for your characters?
Yeah, so I suppose I do it without thinking about it, really. It's weird. I have, in fact, I've got my 3-year-old's been playing with this. So I play Uniqua in the UK. Do you know the Backyardigans?
Yes, I watch that show all the time.
Oh, do you? Okay. So I play the UK Uniqua, and so she's pink, so she's fun. So you know she's going to be like a fun character, and she's very smart. And so I couldn't give her like a little gentle voice. She had to be quite confident, so you had to project her voice, you know. And then I sort of thought, you know, like Hermione from Harry Potter, that sort of British, very much sort of, and very smart, but she has to be friendly. So that's why I made her a little bit squeaky. So this is Uniqua, the patchy-eyed pirate. So that's a way of, you know, developing a character to get it to that voice, is to think of people or, you know, styles that you know of. Yeah. I'm going to pop her back here.
And so you've done, that's adorable, and I love how you can actually base off of things. Like, I watch some shows sometimes and I'm like, oh, that's fun to do that voice. Or like, I watch maybe it's a show that's from Australia or something. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to do like an Australian accent or something fun like that. But I'm really bad.
No, but just practice. You learn this stuff. So if it's something you really want to do, I would say to anyone, you just keep practicing. You don't have to be good at every accent and every style. Just have fun with it. A lot of it's just having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you play so many fun characters, and you have fun doing it. And so what is your creative process to prepare for these roles?
So the first thing I do when I get a new audition, you get sent what's called a brief with all the character description and things. So what I like to do is visualize the characters, so try and imagine what they look like. So for example, I was lucky enough to play Lofty for a couple of seasons in Bob the Builder, and so he's a blue. He like wants to fix everything. He's so cute, but I got there because I had to try and imagine like this little crane, or you have to imagine in your head what they look like, and then you can become them. I think that's quite important. And then once you learn about them, so I knew he was cute, so his voice would have to go up there, and he's really innocent, and it's like, what? It's like that sort of, I don't really know what I'm doing. that kind of feel to it. So yeah, with every character's different, but I like to imagine what they look like, sit down, go through their character description, and I find my body changes as well. It's really weird. So if I'm playing a kid, a boy, I sort of accidentally hunch over and talk like that, because I suppose, I don't know, my shoulders go like this in the studio and my whole body just changes. It's weird. It's not something I can control, which is very strange. So the people watching me in the studio must be like, what's she doing?
Yeah. And so we are about to wrap up, but quick fire questions.
Yes, bring it on.
All right, Netflix or YouTube?
Oh, Netflix. Because we've just got a special out on the Horrid Henry feature one. So for now, Netflix. Yeah.
Ice cream or snow cone?
Ice cream.
Sneakers
Always.
or sandals?
Sneakers.
Fruits or veggies?
Fruits.
Okay. So thank you so much for talking with me, Lizzie. I love talking with you.
Oh, welcome. I want to hear your accents next time. I want to hear you practicing your voices. I think there's a voiceover in there somewhere. So you get practicing, girl.
I will. And this is Katherine reporting for Kids First. Please don't forget to subscribe to Kids First and check out all of our reviews. See you later. Bye.
Bye.